says I'm live, but I'm not certain about that. I'm not getting anything popping up. There we go. Wondering if it was coming up. So we're going. Okay. Looks like we're going. We gotta turn on the sound. Here we go. Okay, Jay Norton, I try to talk to me here. Try to talk to me. Oh. Okay. Let's try again. Try again. I'm just trying to set up right now. Get going here. We're live. Okay. Start off with the weekly. Let's see what he said.
I'll be there in a second. Just gotta log into the tower and see if we can be with me in a second.
I'm ready. So wait a second. Alright, so today's hashtag positive gaming video for today. What we're going to be doing is going to be talking about we're going to be talking about the difference between single player and co-op gaming, likes, dislikes about it, and the what has caused gaming to kind of go away from co-op and pretty much use the multiplayer aspects as your co-op idea instead of being able to play on the same console, because for many years it was always like that. You either had one player or two player mode or even more than that with video games, and now it seems like you don't get that aspect of playing with more than one person anymore. And so what we're going to talk about today is the difference between single player and co-op. I mean, for the longest time it went single player, and then it went for many years you can have the option of playing co-op or single player. And now it's kind of gone back to that idea of playing single player games with the aspect of multiplayer and playing online gaming. And so we're gonna hopefully get some people. We can probably chat it up tonight and get some good chat going. So hopefully there's some people who will come and join us here soon. All right. Still waiting. Still waiting on him. I'll send the invite again. Probably need to turn this up just a tad here so I can hear him speaking. Alright, we're good. Alright. I need to tell him, hey, listen to me on the chat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell him that because.
What's up?
Oh, hey! Can hear you. I don't have my mic. I have to tell him. Yes, I have to tell him listen through Twitch. Hopefully he's on there. Hopefully you guys can hear him too.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Alright, yeah, he's gonna find out real quick that we are alright. See, I should do getting these settings up. Make sure I get the Twitter stuff going on. What is that? Oh yeah, ads. Hopefully that doesn't echo throughout the gameplay. Better not be echoing throughout mine. Oh boy. I can hear myself. Nice face. Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, it's. Why can't I hear myself? This is not good. Oh, it's probably coming from the game. It's coming on your end, Jay Norton. Just so you know. Okay, let's see. Da 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 da. All right. Oh, there you go. There we go. We're good. Alrighty. You can. I think you can pretty much talk to me now. I can hear you through the headset. I just cannot um, talk on the mic. So that's the only. It's the only problem we run into since my mic is connected to the thing. Anyway, let's do this. All right. We're gonna start off with the weekly heroic, and let's get going. Unless you're not going with the mic, I guess. All right.
Taniks has no house. He kneels before no
Oh,
banner.
yeah, you know.
If I
He,
talk into the
he
mic,
does kneel before no banner. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna hear myself. So good call.
I have been tracking
Good call on that.
since wolves broke their chains.
Good call.
Yes. Now Taniks works for Wolfpack. But not
Okay.
for long.
I figure we've played enough with each other that I don't really need to communicate too much. And I can communicate things to chat.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. We don't need to communicate. Just give me a second because I'm not gonna be moving for.
Your job just
I'm not gonna be moving, so I'm going to.
dead. Stop him from stealing the dark.
Let's see. I don't know why I did that. Let's see. Yes. All right. All right. Okay. Sorry. Coming in. Okay, we are moving. Taken King's coming out in about 8 days now. Next Tuesday. Gonna probably get that on the Xbox One. So looks like it's gonna be bye-bye stupid fly. Bye-bye Xbox 360 version. Maybe. Well, I haven't decided yet. I can get 20 bucks off if I get it via GameStop. Oh! Landed in that one. Alright, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. There's no need to run. There's no need to fight these fools.
Mercenary. He fights to fulfill a contract and hone his combat skills for fun.
Ah, that's lovely.
Lift field distortion. Catch just a
Alright, Jay Norton, since we are streaming this right now, let's have a little quick chat about games while we're playing here. So when you get a chance to respond, that's fine. You don't have to respond immediately. So purpose of this stream today is I want to discuss co-op gaming and single-player gaming. It seems like genres now, and games in particular, are now heading towards that single-player idea versus co-oping, and they're using the multiplayer vision to be that co-op look. So I want to get your take. Do you like the single-player games that are out now versus games that probably we used to play where you could play co-op? So what is your take? Because there's not very many games with the co-op idea. Destiny not being one of them. Cannot play co-op with Destiny unless you play with people online. Oh, there he is. Okay, Tanix, come on. Come on.
I very much agree with that opinion. It's too bad because that's where games make a lot of their money is through multiplayer, especially with esports now and stuff. So I mean, it is really unfortunate, but I think that is the way that most games are heading. But I think it lessens the value of the game.
Oh man, yeah, I agree. Does lessen the value of the game. There's very few games left that do the co-op gaming, and I think, you know, getting to the idea of, you know, single player has kind of taken that away. I mean, you get that, you know, you get a second player playing with you on the same screen, and it's much easier. What the? What happened? Anyway, so I think the multiplayer is kind of ruining that idea, just because, you know, you have to play with somebody else and it has to be online, and instead of just playing with somebody who, you know, like your brother or somebody like that, I have to now play with somebody online and rely on their gaming skills versus, oh boy, I'm going to die. I got stuck. Hey, what is up, Superman 1738? What is up, buddy? I just died twice. What is up, Superman? We are just talking about different games. We're talking about gaming right now. We're talking about single player versus co-op. We just discussed, you know, what's going on with the games nowadays, where we have single player ideas. Where Destiny, the game we're playing right now, is all single player based, and in order for you to play with multiple people, you have to play online. You have to play with somebody else that you don't know. And so we're kind of talking about the idea of the difference between single player and co-op games. So back to what we're talking about. I think there's not many games right now that do the the co-op. I have Borderlands, and Borderlands is fun playing co-op. I'm not gonna lie, I love playing Borderlands on co-op. One of my favorite games to play. I haven't played it recently because I just don't have anybody to play with. I want to play with my brother or friends when it comes to co-op. But that game is a lot of fun to play co-op. And so I don't know. What do you think? You got a game recently, Jay Norrington? Oh yeah, Superman. You can also chime in on this. So any game that you think that you've enjoyed co-op with co-op mode. We're not talking about multiplayer. We're talking about co-op mode. So whatever you can think of, whatever game that you liked and enjoyed playing co-op. So I love the Borderlands series with when it came down to co-op, and I'm glad that Borderlands stuck to it, even though you can play online. Do I have any more heavy ammo?
So I think in a perfect world, to answer your question, Joe, and the perfect game would have the option to do both. I think Halo is a good example of that. That has always kind of had that mentality. But that's the game that comes to my mind right now is Halo that I can think of right off the top of my head that kind of has a little bit of both.
Oh yeah, totally agree with you on that.
I think there's
Definitely agree with the idea.
For games like Destiny that bring players together who don't know each other, and yeah, sometimes you have to rely on other people's. You have to rely on other people's abilities, but you form those bonds and relationships. Yeah, I totally agree that there should be an option to do couch co-op, like what you're saying.
Yeah, and I think, and I mean, yes, the gaming industry is going in that route where they're making more money. They're making more money off of the multiplayer. I understand that. And Halo's a great game for that. Oh yeah, Halo, yes. Borderlands, Destiny, Call of Duty. Call of Duty, oh man. Call of Duty had the co-op for a little while, and then they axed it and made it just single player, and then I don't know what happened. It just it went in different directions. It's just gone on so many different ways with like Nazi zombies and zombies in particular, and Ghost was its own thing, and it's just interesting game because that was a good one there, Superman. Because you are right, it's different. It's a different set of game right there. Halo is a good one with the both option. I thought it was always fun to do both on Halo. I like to try to steer away from like the obvious, you know, when it comes down to certain games. That's why I brought up Borderlands. But I think it's fun when you get. Oh my gosh. I think it's fun when you get when you have somebody playing with you like right here, and I feel like gaming in general is starting to go away from that option where the online gaming is going to be the thing, and you have no other choice. And so these single player games, yes, they are going to be good, and they're gonna have their fun to it. But at the same time, I mean, some of these games, sometimes it takes a second person, and sometimes if you don't have a second person around to play with, it makes the game a little bit tougher. I feel in that respect. So that's why I kind of miss the idea of, you know, let's get a second person involved in the game. Let's have two people helping each other out, you know. I kind of miss that idea. Destiny, yes, Destiny is a good game. I'm not trying to bash on Destiny whatsoever. It's a lot of fun. And like I said, Superman, you can chime in anytime you want. We'll put you in the chat because we like to talk about games and stuff like that. So, you know, whatever games bring in the idea of single player, I mean, they're gonna have their fun aspects, and obviously they're gonna have their drawbacks, you know, whether you got to play online to get the multiplayer experience or not. I mean, and it just depends on that game. I know for sure Call of Duty doesn't allow the multiplayer idea with its campaign mode. And so that brings a whole different dynamic to the game. And legit Nightmare, you just got blown up. Alright. So that's what I'm trying to get at is like, you know, when we play these games and we're playing co-op mode, it brings a whole different dynamic. You have two people on the screen, you're all having fun. So anyway, guys, chime in when you can. That's what I just wanted to start with for now, and we'll continue chatting on this idea. We'll talk about favorite single-player games, you know, outside of Destiny, games that you enjoy playing just by yourself, nobody else. They didn't have to rely on a second player. So we'll go on from there. I can think of many games off the top of my head that I enjoyed playing without the aid of a second person. We're going to go back way old school for those. So, but I mean, that's what gaming was. Whoa!
Hit it on the head. It's the ability to do campaign co-op versus just a separate multiplayer mode. That's really what makes the games good.
Yeah, and I agree with you there, Jay Norton. It is definitely campaign mode that really makes the game, because I mean that's what we're talking about here. I should have probably explained that a little bit more, but we're talking about campaign modes versus, you know, playing a single player versus co-op. But it really is. It really. Some games you are not even able to do that, and this is one of them. One of these games. I mean, unless you're going to play with somebody, who, you know, online through Xbox Live or PlayStation Network, you know, you're playing this game by yourself, and this game can get very difficult at times, especially now. Like I said, especially games like this, where, you know, when you're playing a strike and you don't have any buddies to play with you that night, you're pretty much got to find yourself a new game to play, because you're not going to be playing this on your own. I mean, level 34 Prisoner of Elders, you're not going to do that alone. So that's the unfortunate thing in some respects. So there is its good sides to it, and then there's your drawbacks. I like to play with people I know half the time rather than trying to play with some random people, because, you know, the bad experiences. We've talked about that before, as a stream. So we'll avoid that idea. But you know, going back to what I want to now mention here is, let's briefly discuss games that, you know, obviously have had their success. And even systems that even had their success with single player games. And I'll start off with, you know, the Nintendo. Just to even start off with the Nintendo, I mean, we're gonna go old school here for a second. Nintendo pretty much had games that featured one player, and that was it. And its second player option, whether if you're talking about Super Mario Brothers, its second player option was pretty much single player all over again, because you're not helping the person out. You're basically just everybody playing single player mode. So that's basically what's going on there. So let's try to pick up Superman. Are you online? He said, it looks like he's saying, after that, can you pick me up, please? Sure. So chime in whenever. But single player Nintendo, oh man, Nintendo, tons of fun there with that. So let's pick up Superman here. Says he wants to play with us, so let's do that. Oh, I'm struggling right now. Let's invite. Game invite. Let's see if this is the man. He'll play with us. Nope, does not exist, so. Alright, well, I guess we'll do some multiplayer for now. Ooh. Ooh, this will be a good one. Arc burn and solar burn. Let's do the nightfall. Let's make an attempt on the nightfall. I think with the two of us we can probably do it. This one shouldn't be too hard. It doesn't look like it's a hard one.
I need to switch to my warlock real quick.
Alright, I won't start.
Whether we wanted it or not, we've stepped into a war with the Cabal on Mars. So let's get to taking out their command, one by one. Valus Ta'ala. From what I can gather, he commands the siege advances from an Imperial land tank outside of Rubicon. He's well protected. But with the right team, we can punch through those defenses, take this beast out, and break their grip on Freeport.
Find access to their system. See if we can track down Valus Ta'ala.
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna wait for you, Jay Norrington, so I'll get things started. Pretty sure going with the idea of best single player games, when we go Nintendo era, Castlevania obviously, Mega Man obviously, great single player games. However, we have games nowadays that are even just as good. We got obviously Destiny. We got Halo that you can do single player wide. We got oh gosh. We got your Madden game, your sporting games that you can do just by yourself playing on here. What else? What other games? Man, I'm not even thinking clearly right now. You do have your Mario and your fighting games pretty much were single player dominant because you basically are playing as by yourself and you have no other choice but the person that you play against. So that was always fun to play. So, gosh, bug. Stinging bug. Alright, just waiting for Jay Norrington right now. Before we move on to the next part. One of my favorite single-player games, also going back old school, would probably be Star Fox. Star Fox was tons of fun. And that's definitely single player. You got no choice in that game. You got no choice in that game. You don't have a second person playing with you. You're basically playing all by yourself. The SNES version is all solo mode. So, and it's a beaut, man. That game is fun to play. So, like I said, Jay Norton, chime in anytime. when you can. It looks like Superman 1738 kicked out, so. But he was chiming in. I was trying to get him involved in the chat a little bit. Alright. Oh. Dang. Oh yeah, took. Yeah, this is doing some work. Solar Burn's doing some work over here. I'm just pounding away over here. Oh! Oh! So we're gonna play like that, huh? Get out of here. Excuse me. All right. Jay Norrington, feel free to chime in whenever you want about games that you've enjoyed playing, single player, and that were only strictly single player. Oh, hello. Over. All right.
Well, growing up, a classic game for me.
Good news.
It's kind of both single player and multiplayer. So for single player, Aladdin, I always go back to. It's one of my favorite games. But I always really liked Mario. That was also co-op. So I think is on co-op games. Star Fox was good. I was a big fan of Star Fox. Spyro, that was a fun game on PlayStation. That was forever ago. That was a fun game. I really miss kind of that genre, like Banjo-Kazooie and Spyro.
Oh yeah, I remember I remember Banjo-Kazooie. That was I'm glad you said that one, because that's a whole different side of I just got lit up. That's a whole different side of gaming right there. And what was it called? Crash Bandicoot. Those kind of games. Anything that involved puzzles, it seemed like it was like a first-player game, and that was it. It wasn't co-op-ish. I mean, yes, you did have co-op with certain games such as Turtles, and Battletoads was one, but that was a hard game to do with any of those puzzles. Man, I don't recommend doing even co-op mode with. I felt like co-op mode made the game harder in Battletoads. Anyway, so let's go. Let's break it up into the co-op games. My favorite co-op game would probably, in the first one I ever experienced that was legitly co-op, has to be Super Mario Kart from the SNES version, because you can actually do the cups the cup races with the second person. So if one of you guys, you know, it made it the cup races a little bit easier, knowing that you had somebody else that was racing with you, and kind of taking away, you know, positions away, so you could win the race and move on and beat the game. So I mean, I always look at that as the first experience of co-op that I remember. Some fun co-op games. Mario Party. You got it. That was some fun co-op. You can do 4-person co-op on that one. That was a lot of fun from the 64 days. I remember we used to do parties where we played. We actually did like legit parties where we played that game, and it was tons and tons of fun. Yeah, I'm just gonna blast one in here. And so there's a couple games right there. New gen stuff, you know, Halo, definitely your favorite co-op game. You got Borderlands, like I mentioned before. Borderlands did very well with the co-oping. I think the game was much fun, so much fun when you had a second person involved in that game. What else? What else is there? They actually, Call of Duty had actually a set of games that you can actually do on co-op, and I can't remember. Special Ops, I think that's what it was called, Special Ops for Call of Duty, which was so cool to do with a second person. Me and my brother did that. Would actually play that together on co-op, so that was fun. And I just got lit into again. Goodness sakes. You were saying, Jay Norton?
Well, I was just going to say, back when Call of Duty was first starting out, that and Medal of Honor were some great games that I loved playing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor was a fun game. Even the 007 games were coming out with that feel of co-oping, and so that was fun. I going back to, you know, what was it, Nightfall and The World's Not Enough. I'm pretty sure a couple of them had some co-op features to it. Time Splitters, I know, definitely had a second player, because my brother and I did that one year, a couple of years ago for Christmas. We played that game, and we beat the whole thing, Time Splitters 2. It was so much fun. We just pretty much spent the entire Christmas playing that game. It was so much fun. Going old school and all that stuff, so definitely some games there. But like I said before, if I have to go back to the first co-oping experience, Super Mario Kart was the first. Definitely the first. Like I said, feel free to chime in, Jay Norton. Take these guys out.
I'm picking up another one of his lieutenants heading this way.
Alright.
He's in a tank.
He is in the tank. Plays HD Gamer has joined. Who is this guy? Oh! Oh, there he is. I was like, where is this dude? Oh, there you go. Oh man, the tank is moving around. Whoa! Oh, missed. Oh! Oof. Where'd you go, Jay Norton? Oh, you're up there.
I'm dead.
I'm thankful for this guy, whoever he is. He joined our stream and our game, so, and he just now left. All right. One of your dudes there, Jay Norrington? One of your friends at all?
All right, let's go get to Arik.
Okay.
Yeah, it was, but he hopped out. He's not in the game anymore.
I'm glad he helped out for those couple of seconds. All right, Jay Norton, what do you got for co-op games? What about something that I haven't mentioned for co-op games? Hopefully I didn't say too many of them. I know there's a ton. You said Medal of Honor. That was a perfect one. I forgot about Medal of Honor. Go down. See if there's a chest up here. Nope, not a chest.
I honestly can't think of any other ones right at the moment, so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's all good. Like I said, I feel like when you talk about co-op games, you're like, oh, you must be ancient. I mean, you must have played games where, you know, you had to rely on the second person and all that stuff. And so, in the living room or on the couch or whatever, you know, I try to explain to people, you know, I try to tell them, like, you know, you guys haven't experienced games like that if you haven't played co-op with somebody sitting on the couch and they're right next to you and you're playing, you know, playing with buddies and stuff like that, friends, and it's a whole different game. I think we're starting to see that gaming in general is starting to get away from that, and it's starting to become more single player based, and you got the multiplayer industry trying to take over. And it goes all the way back to the idea. I mean, look at what the internet has done nowadays. Stupid fly again. The internet today, I mean, seriously, is
I highly
totally
recommend
different.
coming back to the cheese spot.
Oh, yeah, yep. So, like I said, I think the multiplayer industry is going to be the thing. We're going to see less of co-oping. We're going to see more of single-player games.
Promote me to lead or leave the game and then come back in.
Oh yeah, can do that. Oops, roster. First gotta leave the game. Okay. Alright. Gonna leave the game real quick. And come right back. Do a little cheap way of doing it. I forgot his way is like... I forgot that when you play against somebody and they have the same burn and all that stuff, I always forget that. Because that's why I died in like 4 seconds, not even that. I died in like a second.
Whether we wanted it or not, we've stepped into a war with the Cabal on Mars.
Joining back up, Jay Norrington. Here we go.
Taking out their command
Finish this off.
Valis to Ark.
I think, like I said, I think that the gaming industry is looking at multiplayer as the new thing, as the moneymaker, getting the people to buy their games, be able to play online, utilizing the online industry.
On the entrance part of the room.
Ah, I got you. Just heard that just now, so I just joined. Okay. Okay, I'm coming. I will try to keep it to one side here. Alright, so we're coming out to the end of the nightfall here. And just perfect timing too, because the stream... Alright, I just nailed a couple shots into him. I'm going to try to use a synth here. Tried to almost... Oh! Whoa! Oh! Guys came from behind. And they seriously spawn randomly. If you can take them out, go for it. Unless you want me to leave again. Oh, you did. Nope, you didn't. There's nobody over here, by the way. But I don't think you're going to be able to come out. So, I'm going to do the same thing. If I can. There you go. Okay. This is a cheap way of doing it, but whatever. Now fly. So, single player games looks like it's going to be the thing. Looks like you're going to have no choice with a lot of the games that you buy nowadays, where single player is going to be the option.
Whether we wanted it or
A
not,
lot of your
we've
games,
stepped into a war.
you know, Diablo 3 is one of them I'm thinking about right now,
Taking out their command one by one.
where it's single player and that's pretty much the only option you got. I mean, you can do co-op, but it's very rare to play with a second person.
Single player games.
We
I
can
need
fight
the Elder Scrolls games.
the grip on freedom.
Oh, Fable and Elder Scrolls. After you just mentioned that, Zelda. Obviously, we didn't even mention Zelda. Zelda, great single player game. Um, Fable, I played that. Yes, Fable's a good one too. Let me see if I can get my heavy. There you go. Fable, good one. Elder Scrolls. I've not played the Elder Scroll games before, so I cannot I cannot vouch for that game. However, these guys are gonna find that. Oh, I've never seen him up there before. Oh, oh my! What the heck? Oh my gosh! I just walked into that.
I'll just get in.
Goodness sakes! Jane Norton, what gun is that? Looks like he's almost down. He's almost down.
Which one?
Looks like whatever your solar burn is. Not the sniper, your primary. Oh man, he's not wanting to come out. Oh. Looks like your primary.
It's Abyss. Defiant. I think it's a Crota weapon. Crota's end weapon.
Ah. Alright. Watching Jay Norrington take out the Varric. Wait, not Varric. Wait, is it? No, Valturek. Valis Tark. There you go. He is not coming out. Oh! Whoa!
I'll let Commander Zavala know there's one less problem on Mars.
Valus Ta'Ark has finally been defeated in the Cabal command.
Yay!
But in the darkness rising, more fleets will come and new leaders will rise. We must be ready to face them all.
I'm alive! Alright, I didn't get a single kill, did I? No results. Yeah. Oh, I got 3. Yeah. I know I did more than that, but... Whoa!
Nice.
What is this?
Yep, 3.
What is this?
Truth, man.
I have not seen this one before. We'll have to check it out.
Exotic rocket launcher. Is that what you're talking about? The rocket launcher you just got?
Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
It's good.
This
It
is one I have not
tracks.
seen.
You can hold 3 in the tube. Can't remember what else about it.
I'm looking at it right now. Let's see, grenades and horseshoes. Rockets from this weapon will detonate early based on proximity to targets. Okay. Javelin is velocity. Let's see what else. Prototype Truth Seeker. Rounds fired from this weapon seek their targets aggressively. Nice. I have all the upgrades for this thing. I want to use it for a little while. This looks like it's pretty sweet. Let's see what else do I got over here. Oh, got some green stuff. Get rid of that. More green. Get rid of that. I already got that. Wearing it actually.
By the way, I defeated Skolas.
All right.
Finished all my triumphs.
Nice. Yeah, I saw that. You posted that on Twitter the other day. I have yet to do it, but then again, I haven't had time to do it, so I don't want to spend a lot of time doing it, so there you go. Yeah. What was I gonna say? So, oh yeah, he takes forever. Let's move on. So to end the stream, going back to what we've been talking about tonight, you know, it looks like gaming is gonna still gonna have its co-oping games. It's still gonna have the single player games, obviously, but it looks like the direction is it's gonna be more single player based with the multiplayer option with gaming and with campaign. And so looking like we're going to be seeing this a lot in the future with gaming, with Destiny being, you know, primary game behind that, because this is pretty much what you get with Destiny. You get the single player with the multiplayer atmosphere, as you can see right now, because we have a whole bunch of different people here at the tower. So you're gonna have, and like it says on the box, I mean, you know, you must have online capabilities and stuff like that, and this game is pretty much an online game. Elder Scrolls is pretty much an online based game too. It's got that same thing as the new one, at least has that feature. So it's pretty interesting stuff that's coming out now, and it's going to be interesting to see what they go with it. I mean, yes, the co-oping is going to be there, but it's not going to be as relevant and as available. But it will say on your cartridges if co-oping is available in your games. They will still say that. However, I don't know if we're going to be able to see that as often as playing with somebody else online. So, anyway, I like the difference between single player and co-op. You know, they each have their perks. Obviously, you know, some perks that you know, you're gonna have with every kind of game. You're gonna have things that you don't like, and I mean, you know, single player is the same idea. You know, you're gonna have some things you don't like about single player. Oh, I wish I could play with somebody else and could help me out here. Um, or versus co-op is like, um, kind of wish this was more single player based, or because I know what I'm doing, but the person sitting next to me doesn't know what he's doing, or vice versa. So, I mean, you got your dislikes, you got your things that are different about the games. But it looks like our direction here, single player with multiplayer options, is going to be the future. And I mean, you literally have no choice behind that. You really don't. And so, um, it's going to be interesting to see where gaming goes from here. The internet has gotten much faster, much better, and be able to hold the capabilities of playing online games. And so, um, it's going to be the next probably 10 years is going to be interesting to see where gaming goes. Are we going to see new consoles in that 10 years? We don't know. Are we going to see new ways of gaming? We don't know. Are we going to see 3D aspects with virtual reality? We don't know. So those things are being developed, and we're going to see what happens. But for now, I mean, gaming is going on to the new thing. The Taken King's coming out next week. Looking forward to that. I know Jay Norrington, you're probably looking forward to that too. Taken King coming out next week, and so I'm definitely going to get my copy of it, and probably getting it for the Xbox One. So I'm going to get everything on the Xbox One, and going to move on from there.
Tomorrow there will be a
Like it.
preview of the new Crucible modes, Rift, and Mayhem.
All right, there you have it. So anyway, gonna end the stream tonight. Thanks, Jay Norrington, for coming out and playing with me, and thank you to Superman 1738 coming out early and chatting with us for a little bit. It was a lot of fun talking about these games. Jay Norrington is like twitching around me. Haha. Hey, waving to me. Oh, thanks. Thank you, sir, for playing. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to wave. Oh, wave to the wrong person. Wave. There you go. Anywho, come subscribe on my YouTube channel, West Point Steve Gaming. Just search West Point Steve on YouTube. You find me, and then subscribe. Also, this video will be going out on YouTube here shortly. And yeah. Anyway, follow me on Twitch and Twitter, and again every Monday night from 7:30 to 8:30. And there you have it. Thanks again, Jay Norton, and it was fun. We'll play again soon.